Welcome back to a new machine learning tutorial. In this video, we are going to compare modeling with and without feature engineering. We are going to train the same machine learning model with the features defaultly we have and with the modified features. You are going to be seeing that even with adding two features, our results can change. Let's start coding. Okay, we are going to compare the same model with and without feature engineering. And let's write our configuration at the first place. Our dataset is going to be the California housing, and our model is going to be linear regression. I picked linear regression on purpose because linear regression is one of the least flexible models, and if feature engineering can improve results in here, the impact is going to be much larger for more expressive models like the tree-based methods or boosting algorithms or neural networks. That's why I picked linear regression. Okay, and our metric is going to be root mean squared error. Also, the short form of it is more popular, RMSE. Okay, let's start. At the first place, we are going to import NumPy as MP and import Pandas as PD. Next, we are going to say from scikit-learn datasets import fetch California housing. From scikit-learn model selection import train test split. From scikit-learn preprocessing import standard scaler. I want to scale my values on the fetch California housing dataset. From scikit-learn linear model import linear regression. We will say from scikit-learn pipeline import pipeline, and from scikit-learn metrics import mean squared error. Okay, next we are going to load our dataset. So housing will be fetch California housing, and I will say sFrame will be true. So when I make this run on the housing, we are going to see that we have our dataset ready. And if we call that frame after that, we are going to see that we have this in a Pandas data frame. So I will save it. And then I'm going to say dataframe.head for seeing our dataset. Here, median house value is going to be our target column, and we are going to try to predict it with the features we have. Awesome. Now our next step is going to be train test split. At the first place, we are going to train a baseline model without feature engineering. In the next step, we are going to do feature engineering. So this is the part where we are going to train a model without it. We are going to use minimal processing. So X will be data frame drop, median house value, axis will be 1. So our X is going to be like this. And Y is going to be data frame median house value like this, and we will say x train, x test, y train, y test. We will call train test split. We will pass x, y, and test size 0.2, which means that 20% of the data we have overall is going to be in the testing set. Okay, so let's say something like baseline pipeline for our first model. And I will say pipeline, and in here I'm only going to pass the scalar without adding any new features like standard scalar. And next I will say model, and I will pass linear regression like this. And I'm going to say baseline pipeline dot fit x train and y train. So after that, we have our model ready. I will say y predictions. Baseline is going to be baseline pipeline dot predict, and we will pass x test. Then I will say root mean squared error baseline mean squared error. I will pass y test, y prediction baseline, and I will say squared false like this. So we are going to have the value of 0.73. This model assumes a simple linear relationship between raw features and house prices. It doesn't capture interactions, ratios, or nonlinear structure. And in feature engineering side, I'm not going to do a lot of stuff. I'm just going to introduce two new columns so we can see the difference, like if we are going to have any difference or not. So I will say X, but this time I'm going to add like feature engineered like this. And I'm going to say x.copy, and in here I want to add bedrooms per room, like bedrooms per room, and I'm going to say x feature engineered average bedrooms divided by the average rooms. And even with this small change, let's add another one, like x on our new data set. I will say like population divided by median income. So it's going to be x feature engineered. I will call population, and I'm going to divide it by median income like this. So I will say x train feature engineered, x test feature engineered, y train feature engineered, and y test feature engineered. We will pass train test split, x fe, y, and test size of 0.2. And we didn't do anything, we just introduced two new features in our data. And even with this small touch, we are going to see that we are going to have a different result. So I will say feature engineered pipeline, and pipeline I will pass scalar with standard scalar. And next I'm going to say model, and I will say linear regression. Next up, I'm going to say pipeline.fit xtrain fe with ytrain fe. So here we have our model ready, and we are going to say y predictions fe is going to be feature engineered pipeline predict x test feature engineered, and I will say root mean squared error fe mean squared error will be y test y pred, and we will say squared equals to false like this. And next up, let's call our value. Here we have the 0.70. Let me check the other one. There we had 0.73. We can call it in here too, like I will say baseline root mean squared error baseline, and we can see the difference in here like this. Even with a model like linear regression, and even with this less amount of work, like we didn't do anything, we just added two new columns, we can see that model performance improved by exposing meaningful relationships in the data. And you can try this out with different data sets or with different models. Again, with like tree-based models, it's going to matter a lot more, and with more feature engineering, like doing stuff like transformations or adding domain-specific information as new columns, it's going to matter much more. It's really important. Understanding the data and creating meaningful features is often more powerful than just switching to a more complex algorithm. Okay, that was it for this tutorial. Thanks for watching, and let's get to the outro. Thanks for watching this machine learning tutorial. I have a machine learning tutorials playlist where I have more than 40 videos just like this one. You can reach that playlist from the links in the description. Also, I'm sharing a new data science video every week on my channel. You can subscribe for more. Have a great day.